Did you catch this in Gladiator? You might look at those cuts on Russell Crowe's face after the opening battle and assume they're makeup, but it's not true. Those cuts are real, and at some points you can clearly see the stitches. So, where did they come from? While filming the opening battle, Crowe's horse startled and backed into some tree branches, cutting his face. Did you know this about Joker? Heath Ledger's famous version of the Joker almost made an appearance in the film, where Joaquin Phoenix took on the role of Gotham's craziest clown, but not in the way you expected. Although it didn't make it into the final cut, the designer of the vehicles in the film revealed that there was a very special Easter egg hidden in one of the final sequences. The ambulance that crashes into the police car was specially designed to look like the Joker, and more specifically, the famous smile that he had in The Dark Knight. Did you catch this in SpiderMan Homecoming? When Spider-Man runs into a group of thugs stealing from an ATM while poorly dressed in Avengers masks, there's a sign in the background warning about something very appropriate: identity theft. Did you know this about The Incredibles? If you see Elastigirl represented outside of the movie, such as in merchandise or promotional material, she's only referred to as Mrs. Incredible. This is because DC Comics objected to the use of the name due to their own character named Elastigirl. Thus, a compromise was made that Mrs. Incredible would be the only name used outside of the film. Did you see this in Monsters, Inc.? Patient viewers who watched through the credits will have caught one final joke. Near the end of the credits, the words "No monsters were harmed in the making of this motion picture" can be seen. Did you notice this in Ratatouille? The room where Anton Ego writes his review is shaped like a coffin, and the back of his typewriter resembles a skull face, appropriately because he writes killer reviews. Did you catch this in Jurassic Park? The scene where the Tyrannosaurus breaks through the glass on the top of the Jeep is terrifying, but actually shows that the T-Rex has a weakness, or at least its animatronic representation does. Look closely and you'll see that it actually breaks off one of its teeth. Did you notice this in Up? When Carl and Ellie go picnicking, their destination is a place you might recognize. Notice the similarity? It's the tree from an earlier Pixar movie, A Bug's Life. Did you know this about Cars? Doc Hudson is known to have won 2 national championships, but eventually leaves racing after a dangerous crash. This was based on the real-life NASCAR pioneer Herb Thomas, who drove Hudson Hornets to 2 of his national titles and also quit racing after dangerous crashes. Did you catch this in Incredibles 2? With the story taking place in the 1960s, Pixar included a couple of Easter eggs referencing popular cartoons of the era. If you see a TV on in the background, you'll catch a glimpse of popular 60s cartoons, such as The Outer Limits and Johnny Quest. Did you notice this in Encanto? Augustine's outfit has some secret details that only the sharpest viewers will catch. He wears a flower that represents Isabella's flowery dress, one of his socks has the same pattern as Luisa's dress, and the other has the same style as the embroidery on Mirabelle's dress. That's right, he dresses to match all 3 of his daughters at once. What a guy! Did you know this about Cars 2? The boat in the beginning of the movie that's transporting Finn McMissile is an almost exact replica of another popular boat. Do you recognize it? It's the Northwestern from the Discovery Channel television show Deadliest Catch. The boat is even voiced by the Northwestern's captain, Sig Hansen.